and then you're going to roll them up as long as you can. Once you start getting squeal, drop them. You're going to roll up to the ramp, and as soon as you go off the edge of the ramp, you're going to roll your nozzles up to 55 degrees.
Okay.
And then you see that little in the middle of your HUD, you have like a velocity vector, and then below that, there's like a little arrow with two
Yeah.
bars up the side. That's called the witch's hat. So you want to put the witch's hat into you can see them at the very top right now. There's two carrots.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you want the witch's hat to be, your nose position, when you're translating to forward flight.
Okay. So to start rolling, my nozzles need to be at 20, or
I like to do it at 20 just because if you keep them at 10, they'll light off, like it'll roll a lot faster, so it just makes it a little easier to control.
gotcha. And then once I'm airborne, I'll roll it to, you said 55?
You roll it to 55, you take off, you get the witch's hat up to where it needs to be, and then you slowly start pulling your nozzles back.
Okay.
And you don't immediately need to pull your gear in or move your flaps up to auto. So it'll be like I'll have you spectate me, and I'll just call out when I start moving gear and flaps and stuff, because this is a little bit tricky. It's not super tricky. It's just like, it's easy to do stuff too fast and basically just fall into the ocean.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Parking brakes off. Rolling the engines up. It will go past 100%. Okay, brakes. There go the nozzles. All right, I'm down to 25 nozzles, 140 knots now. All right, gear and everything's up, and I'm pulling the motors back to 100% now. And flaps auto, gear up, fully translated, 200 knots. And that's all there is to it. Just make sure you hit that ramp pretty straight.
Yep. All right, so what am I running the engine RPM up to? Full?
Blast it. Yep.
Okay.
The water will keep you from overcooking it. Just don't leave it in over 100 for very long. Looking good so far.
15 seconds.
I think I'm golden.
Caution, caution,
Yeah, you look good.
caution, caution. Caution.
And you can switch into nav mode whenever. And make sure you turn your water off because you'll need it for landing.
Yep, just did. All right, how do I switch into nav mode again?
There's 3 buttons on the far left: nav, VSTOL, and AG.
Okay.
You can actually go straight to air to ground, and then at some point pull up your stores page again and just make sure that your maps say that they're ready.
Yes, they did.
Great. All right, just continue in the left circle to 141. And I'm saddling up to your right. This does have a altitude or an attitude hold, sorry.
Okay.
Um, it's really nice. It auto trims, so it's kind of nice to have it bound. But there's a switch for it by your right or left knee, sorry. It's the AFC. It's easiest if you go all the way down to reset and then on from there. So I just have reset and on bound.
Copy. I've got it on. All right, so I'm yeah, okay, that makes sense. On my HSI, it wasn't doing anything. That was because I still had data boxed.
Gotcha. Yeah, so if you designate it, it'll give you a point to aim for.
Got it. Get her level it out here. All right.
You can probably throttle down to like 85 or so.
All right.
I don't know where you're at right now. I'm at 85 and I just blew past you somehow.
I pulled. I wasn't full mill and I pulled. What's your RPMs?
84.7.
Copy.
And I don't think we should have any issue with being too heavy when we come back. Arc Royal 7 X-ray. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I mean, honestly now you can go into air to ground mode. We can start talking about the HOTAS workflow here a little bit because it's weird.
Okay.
But basically if you're in air to ground mode and you have your maps selected,
Mm-hmm.
I see you. It looks like you're drifting off to the right, by the way. Maybe I'll just follow you to make this a little easier
Yeah, if you would.
for you.
And come back to the right.
I'm just gonna pull up to bleed a little speed. Just slide under me.
Copy. I do love how peaceful this thing is to fly. Just chill. Getting spiked.
Yeah, it's from behind us. I think we're probably okay. I think that's a ship radar. All right, so if you press the uncage button,
Mm-hmm.
your MAV seeker should come up, and it'll automatically slave to your waypoint.
Yep.
And your nose wheel steering button will give you a tighter FOV.
Okay.
Now, sensor select up. You see on your MAV screen it says map.
Nav screen.
Yeah, like after you uncage, it'll say map in the top left. Or it'll say INS. or whatever your active designation
On the
is.
EHSD screen?
No, on the MAV screen, the Maverick
Oh,
Seeker.
yeah.
So if you press sensor select up,
Mm-hmm.
it'll go to IRMV,
Mm-hmm.
and now you can slave your Maverick Seeker around. But if you notice on your HUD, there's a box.
Yep.
That is where the MAV Seeker is looking.
Okay.
So when you get to the point where you start getting heat carrots from ground targets, that will that comes in a lot of handy because I never even really look at the MAV Seeker. The other thing that I would recommend doing though is for whatever reason the defaults are really bad. So on the right MFD where your MAV screen is,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and turn, like, just hold the gain down for a while. Sorry, gain up for a while, and you'll actually be able to see better through it.
Yep.
So that'll help. And we're already 47 miles away. So basically, all you got to do is point at your heat source. When the box gets smaller, you'll know you're locked. Or if you're looking at your MAV Seeker head, the bars collapse, just like they do in the Hornet and everything else. Obviously, they have about the same 10-mile range. Other than that, there's a dispense button for the chaff and flares, and they both dump one chaff and one flare each.
Got it. I think I've got that mapped.
That's the mega flare button. So that one's really cool, but I don't find that it's super applicable. So the one I use is ECM dispense right all.
Okay.
And it's just single chaff, single flare per. All right, so are you seeing like the little carrots in your HUD?
Talk about all the off ticks of the bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, right now that's noise, but that's your hotspot detector. And once you get close enough to something, I mean, like a Harrier, a jet is hot enough to trigger it, so you can see jets that way, or ground targets are hot.
Gotcha.
And so you'll see ground targets that way. That's the real king in this thing, is how fast you can acquire ground targets without a TGP.
I'm not seeing anything on the MAV screen yet.
Are you showing we're like 5 degrees to the left of the heading we need to be on?
Yes.
All right, good. At least we have the same waypoint.
At least.
I'm not even looking at mine right now. Did you zoom in your
Flash-
FOV? It's the nose with steering button.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I didn't. I had to click back out of it. All right, I see the two ships.
You do see the ships.
Yep.
I thought there were 3. All right, anyway, so regardless, SA2, let's drop altitude.
Dropping.
All right. So when you launch your Mav, all you should have to do is uncage again to get your second one. I'm gonna drop down to like I don't know, 1,000 feet and see if that radar shuts off.
How do I how do I know the map's locked it if it's flashing?
The box, no. The box will get a lot smaller on your HUD,
Mm-hmm.
and also the bars collapse. All right, I'm at 800 feet, still getting hit with this search radar, so I'm getting lower. I'm gonna go down to 500.
Copy. I'm passing 35.
Okay, I beat it. I defeated him at 300 feet radar.
Altitude.
All right, I'm gonna put 2 out on the rightmost ship.
Okay.
And we should be able to get both of these off in one pass, but if you don't, just bail out and come back in. Do not continue flying towards land. I see you. You're actually in front of me right now. Great. You might want to pop up a little bit at some point. I have not been able to get a lock yet.
I think I just did. Yeah, it's
Yep,
popping
I
back.
got it.
It's popping back down to it. All right.
Rifle?
Rifle. Is it trigger or weapon release?
It's weapon release.
I would have known that if I had my
Rifle 2. I'm off to the left. You're getting real close, T. I would bail right, actually. Don't bail left. Just stay low. I'll call smoke. I'm right behind you. I saw a
splash
hit.
one destroyed.
Nice.
Oh, AAA. And lag-tastic.
Yep. Shack.
Did you tell me not to bail off right or not to bail off left?
I told you not to bail off left.
Okay.
Stay low, though. Stay low for now.
Mission complete.
Nice.
All right, so my second one wouldn't come off. I guess it just didn't get a lock.
I guess you didn't need it.
Yep.
All right. You can hit the emergency jet. It'll just dump the Mav.
Okay. Do you want how much fuel do you have?
5.3.
There's another shipstruck mission near here. Do you have? You don't have any maps left, do you?
No, but I'll go with you. I'll strafe it or something.
Let's see. What's the type? No. I got high again. I'm getting low.
Oh yeah, we're actually pretty close to that SA2 site too. Just keep an eye out for launch warnings. Right now, all I'm getting hit with is the search radar though, and I'm right behind you. I'm flying you loosely on your wing. Sorry, I meant to mention too, like in this thing when I'm going in on attack runs, generally I like to throttle up to 100 or 102.
Yes.
Just to give me a little more escape power. Oh god.
Lag.
I'm lag. Okay. Oh, we're safe.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
Alright. North 33, 52, 48. Sure.
Okay, got it.
East 033 3224.
Okay, roger that. Got it. Looks like left
84
turn
miles.
260.
Yep.
84 miles. Oof.
If you want to head back, that's fine.
No, I think we should. I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Just keep your RPMs kind of low. But
I'm at 82 right now. I need to go lower.
no, you're good. Just like it's good coming back light is good.
Gotcha.
So did it say what the targets are? Just out of curiosity.
It did. I can check it again now.
Tell me the mission code.
4720.
4720.
So what did Sensors to Select Up do again for the math?
It changes the sensor of interest to the Maverick Seeker. So
Okay.
basically, the sensor select in this, like in the F-18, you know how it selects like a HUD?
Yeah.
Or not a HUD, sorry. It selects like a specific display. In this, it actually selects a certain sensor suite. So down is your DMT/TV. It's also your laser spot tracker if you don't have something designated. So that's one cool thing about this is it has a laser spot tracker in the nose that's not attached to having a T-pod.
Nice.
Up is INS or IRMAV, and then the only other one is if you go right, you can see your forward-looking FLIR. But it's not it doesn't do designation or anything. It's basically your nav FLIR.
Gotcha.
And then if you had a target prod, depressing the sensor select twice pulls up that. Okay, what's your fuel like right now, just out of curiosity?
Where's it located again?
Your fuel is underneath the right MFD.
4700.
Okay, so we have the same gas. So keep in mind we started at 76, so we already flew 80 miles. We have a good bit left. We haven't been super conservative. So I'm just going to keep it around 80 and try to fly with you. Let's look. So nav, VREST, vertical landing. It says with water we can land with 2,897 pounds of fuel in water. So basically we want to drop another 2,000 pounds before we even want to think about landing.
Gotcha.
seconds, dude. Oof.
You get uptight for a cool screenshot?
Yeah. One thing that I should tell you, just this thing is not the most stable thing in the world when you're flying tight with another Harrier for whatever reason. It just
Gotcha.
bounces like crazy. So I've been flying pretty loose, but I'm coming in now.
All right.
What's your RPM currently?
82.4.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Got it.
I think I can get closer still. That's pretty close.
Say again.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty dang close. All right, I got it. And you relax whenever. Gonna just course left about 5 degrees.
Okay.
Nah. Okay, so what I don't have is the box on the HUD again for the nav.
So you have to designate.
hmm
So you have the diamond, I'm assuming.
I don't have anything currently.
Are you in air to ground mode?
I am.
Do you have Mav selected?
I do.
And you don't have a diamond for a target designation? Okay. So you put it, are you still in data mode?
Possibly. No, I'm not.
All right, so undesignate. So the bottom one, undesignate and then just redesignate. Just toggle it on and off. You
Oh,
should have
that's what it was. I had not designated yet.
Okay, so now if you uncage your Mav, it'll slave to that point.
Okay.
And then it's sensor select up, IR Mav, and then you can slew it around as needed.
All right, I still have the diamond, but I haven't designated. So just the diamond. There we go.
You gotta,
I
yeah,
got it.
okay. Okay, I'm down to fuel state 4.0.
Nothing on the map display yet.
Yeah, we're still 30 miles out.
Yep.
You can also, don't forget to toggle your FOV. And you
Yep.
can fiddle with your gain and contrast a little bit if you can't see anything.
adjust the course left again.
Copy.
Should we start diving, you think?
No. I mean, these things are probably gonna have short range SAMs, so we'll just see what happens. You know, if we had jammers, we're pretty invincible, so we'll just have to play it by ear. But I will attempt to. I don't know. Hopefully, their SAMs aren't awake, or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I will. I'll attempt to weasel for you a little bit.
All right, I see ships off to the left. Nothing exactly on our waypoint.
It said stuff in the area, so see if you can positive ideas warships.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they are.
All right. Okay. Well, as soon as you get your Mav off, and you know, speed would be nice here, but as soon as you get your Mav off, call your shot, and we're immediately gonna bail.
Okay.
North.
I'm at full speed.
Okay. Pushing them forward. I'm gonna try and get ahead of you a little bit.
I'm taking the ship on the right. There's another one to the left.
All right, I think that's a good call. So once you get your shot off, just dive for the deck, and we will egress north. And if they, I mean, yeah, they have radars, so I'm not going to mess with trying to strafe anything. We can come back and hammer them on the next flight.
Copy.
.4. I hope you can get a lock soon. Are you, when you said you're at full power, you meant RPM at like 100, right? You're not at like 116?
Oh, that was, yeah.
Yeah, try to avoid doing that.
Okay.
I was like, man, this dude's dusting me, and I don't have anything on my ship, on my aircraft. Okay, I see you, but I do not see your ships yet, anyway. I'm still a little behind you. Okay, I'm visual on them. Working on range right now.
I'm in range, but I can't get a lock.
I see directly in front of us at least two cargoes. I think I got them here. No, not yet. Just, you can probably pop up a little. I think I'm in front of you now. Oh yeah, I do see him. I'm at 6 miles. Okay, you got the right ship. I see him. I'm at... Yep, that is definitely a worse ship. 9 miles from me.
Copy.
I don't know if you see me. I should be in front of you now.
Yeah, I saw you.
Seven miles. I'm getting locked.
As am I.
Oh, we got another one off to our right, too.
Got it locked. I'm shot on. Rifle. think I broke it. Maybe.
Broke.
Alright, I
Are you-
defeated the Sam.
All right.
I think the missile might have missed.
Yeah, that'll happen if you're low.
Gotcha.
Mavericks. These are the large warhead Mavericks.
Alright,
I killed a cargo ship. I strafed a cargo ship.
nice.
I don't know if you can see the smoke plume. I do see a smoke plume, a different smoke plume out there. It looks like maybe something got hit out there.
I just didn't get a notification of it.
All right, copy. Let me see if I can pick you up here now.
Alright, how do I select tack in the nav?
So go to click tack in. It's 7 X-ray. Turn it on, and then in your EHSD,
How do you, okay, yeah.
if you go to nav mode, you can box tack in. And we're gonna want to be going. It looks like
Left.
1,
Me?
2, 2 doesn't make sense. Oh, my tack in came unboxed. Okay, 045 roughly, and I'm just cruising along at like 70% throttle. State is 2.7, so we're already in the window for landing. I would say baby it back a little bit. Let's climb up to like 8,000.
Is it the tack in symbol, the triangle facing me? With like 3 lines in it?
Yep. That's it. You'll also get a dash on your bearing tape.
Copy.
What's your fuel state? I'm at 2.6.
As am I.
All right. Yeah. I think we'll be okay. But we'll definitely want you'll be nice and light for this landing, so you'll have the throttle response, but you won't have the time to fuck around with it.
Gotcha.
I'll let you go first. Unless I get there way ahead of you, but
Am I doing VTOL or am I just coming off the back of the boat?
you're doing VTOL. Back of the boat is not authorized.
Gotcha.
Ever. Yeah, just fly direct and we'll link back up when we can.
Okay. I'm on bearing 028.
Okay, yeah, you're significantly right of me. The one thing I do wish this thing had was a data link. That would make it pretty nasty.
Yep.
But it's still pretty nasty. Alright. Doesn't really have much for LSO, but you can call in. It's 127.5.
And we're going to the Invincible.
Correct.
401 inbound.
All right, and I'm gonna help you out here. We're going to the Invincible. It's currently sailing So you can set a course line in a similar fashion to the Hornet at 205. And you won't immediately see it on the HSD because if you see the thing at the bottom that says SCL, click through it until it goes to auto. That'll help you out.
How will I know it's on auto?
It'll say auto. And it'll, for the range we're at, it'll be like zoomed way out. You'll see a course
Oh, I
line
see.
for the invincible, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, nice.
All right, so broad strokes is it's basically a case we're in pattern. I can't remember the overhead speed right now. I think if you're 250, you're fine. So you'll come overhead, you wait, 5-10 seconds, whatever. Pull, and then fly your pattern. Gear flaps down at 250, so you could probably even go a little faster. You want to go flaps all the way to stall under 250 and gear down. The gear has a deflector on it that gives you vertical thrust, so you need to have gear down. That's why every time you've ever seen an air show video of a Harrier, when it's doing its vertical show, it's got gear down. So you want gear down when you're going to go vertical. When you're on your downwind, you're going nozzles to 60, and you're making your base turn when you're a beam.
Okay.
Oh god, there's wind too. I'm so sorry. It's mostly it's heavy wind, but it's gonna be mostly off. It's kind of gonna be on your tail. So good news is you'll be light.
Yeah. So am I doing a hover landing or am I just coming in like normal?
You're doing a hover landing.
Okay. So come around the back of the boat and
you're coming in. You're a beam turn. When you're in the groove, you're going nozzles to 82, and you're controlling your speed with your nose. So you're gonna probably need to go nose up a bit. Have you ever seen this done? Do you want to spectate me really fast? I can probably make it there pretty quick.
I've seen it done a time or two, yeah.
Okay. I think now you're actually a little in front of me.
Yeah, but I am.
So yeah, nozzles to 82. Make sure you're in VSTOL mode, and your water is set to LDG, which is toggled down.
Yep.
I checked. We're already under the max wet weight, so we're good to go. What else? When you're in VSTOL mode, your velocity vector will show sync rate. So control your altitude doing that, and you want to come abreast of the boat at 120 feet, stabilize, and then just sort of roll over to the deck.
So I'm working from left of the deck over to the deck, right?
Correct.
So on downwind nozzles to 60, you said?
60, yep. Nozzles to 60, flaps to stall, and gear down under 250.
Okay. And then off the back of the once I'm on base, nozzles to.
Once you're on base, you're at 60. Once you're on final, you're at 82.
Okay.
And on you have a warning panel right over your engine start button. Just make sure there isn't an ENG EXC illuminated.
Nope, just skid.
Perfect. Okay. So you're good to go. You're cleared for hover. You can do it with the exceeded light on, but it's tricky. I mean, we're really light, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but that's just a good thing to look at. I'm at 35 miles. You're definitely in front of me now.
Yeah,
And I'm
27.
at state 2.0.
State 1.7.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. So just, fly a tight pattern and I think you'll be okay. If you want to get even lighter, you can just dry fire your sidewinders off.
That doesn't select it.
It's a HOTAS bind.
I've fired them off before. I don't know what the bind would be.
Hold. It's called AA mode forward or an AA mode aft.
Maybe I don't have it bound. Okay. Alright, I'm 17 miles out. So I see the tack-in symbol for the boat, but I do not see a course line for it.
No, mine just went away too. Yeah, I think it's possibly buggy, but
I'm starting to descend now.
yeah, the boat's not even talking to me. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, there's a bunch of shit on 127.5. Okay, yeah. So the radio's not really useful. All right, I'm at 16 miles descending.
I'm at 6 miles, still descending. I don't have visual yet.
I got my course line back now. Are you still in auto? You can toggle through it again to auto, or you can just set the range to basically your ranging just needs to be in such a way that I think the actual tack-in mark and you are in the same map area. Yeah, that's what it is. So I just got into range of the boat and my course line came back. I'm visual.
Yeah, I'm basically commencing on the boat right now.
What's your state?
1.5.
Okay, you got plenty of gas for a pattern, so. So all I can tell you is that when your nozzles are down, you control your sync rate with the throttle. So just watch your sync rate. It shows it on the side of the HUD. So it's a number and then FPM right over your DME. And
Mhm.
then so long as you're in VSTOL mode, it will also show you with the velocity vector. Coming into the pattern now, and just again double check that you have the water switch set to landing.
I do.
All right. Coming into the pattern, position 3 and 800 feet.
I'm behind the boat now.
I'm visual on you.
What should be my speed when I go into the brake?
I don't know. Call it 300 for now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm visual on you. I'm coming down the right side of the boat.
As am I.
I'm probably I'll make sure I extend on my commence.
All right, braking now.
And you definitely don't have to fly it as loose as the Hornet. I don't know what the I'm sorry, I can't remember these numbers right now, but your turning radius is going to be ridiculously minuscule
Yeah.
once you get the nozzles down and shit. You'll see.
I got really low.
I noticed that, and slow too. There will be a point when you'll see your velocity bump up. I think it's when you get under 150 knots.
All right, I'm at 100 knots off the back of the boat, coming on the left side now.
Okay.
Still should be at 60, correct?
Yep. You just want to. I think it's half a mile when you want to get your nozzles to 82.
What should my altitude be at?
You should be at like 350 coming down to. You are really slow.
Yeah.
350 down to 120 next to the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like weird after flying the Hornet, right?
Yeah, a little bit. All right, lower nozzles to, so what'd you say it was? 60?
82.
82.
altitude, 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 altitude,
You're porpoising.
altitude.
There you go.
Altitude. Caution, caution. Power, altitude, altitude. Caution, caution. Altitude, altitude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Caution, caution. Altitude, altitude. Caution, caution. Altitude, altitude.
And I'm going in.
Limiter off.
Wow.
Limiter off.
Yeah, some things practice.
Yeah, the wind is kind of fucking with me right now. So